Hi everyone, this is Neil Adolfo Katsuka. My capstone proposal is to create an e-commerce website focused on user experience and user interface design for a small business called Lucille & Co. As some background for the project, I'm working with a jewelry designer who owns a nascent small business on Etsy selling jewelry and dream catchers that he creates. And he wants to create a standalone e-commerce website primarily to avoid the transaction costs and fees associated with Etsy, as well as to have greater control over the design of his customers' experience purchasing his products. So in order to do so, I'm planning to take a content first, user-centered design approach. And so the first project phase, it deals with content creation. And I've already started this during my winter break. We started with the visual and written content on his website. So for example, photographing his products as well as writing product descriptions and not just about his products, but also more about himself as well. In the next phase of the project, I'm planning to learn more about his business, the business environment, and the users of his business. So I'm going to conduct a stakeholder interview first with my client to better understand how the website will fit in with his overall business goals and strategy. Then I'll also conduct a competitive analysis of e-commerce websites that are similar to his own to better understand what has been successful and challenging for them, as well as to understand potential ways that we can stand out from the pack. From my client, I'm also going to better define the types of users he's catering to. And with this information, I'll conduct user interviews to better understand his target users' behavior, thinking, needs, challenges, motivations, and goals. I'll also supplement these interviews with users with concurrent usability testing sessions with them of competitor websites just to better understand what they already think about existing websites similar to his own. With this data, I'll then move on to synthesize design tools like personas, user stories, and user journey maps. These design tools better help me to empathize with users and experiment with designs that will meet user needs and goals as well as to reduce pain points. So in particular, in terms of interactions with key website functions, in terms of layout, in terms of information design as well. And in particular for information design, so that includes how the information is presented and navigation, I'll conduct card sorting exercises with users to better structure that kind of information to fit their mental models. I'll then go into more visual kind of approaches to the design by first sketching possible ideas, and then which will become more solidified gradually through wireframes, and then low fidelity mockups, and then high fidelity mockups. And each of these stages will be subjected to usability testing that will, the feedback of which will be incorporated into the next iteration of increasing fidelity until I have a clickable prototype that can be tested as well as used as the model for the next phase, which is implementation. So I'm not hand coding my project since I'm focusing on design, but I will be setting up a Shopify account that the theme of which I'll customize according to the design we agree on, and also this customized theme and website will be subjected to accessibility testing as the last step, just to make sure that all users that he wants to target will be able to use the website regardless of any kind of accessibility issues. So that's my project proposal. Thank you so much for listening, and I very much welcome your feedback. Thank you very much.